Gardening at Home, Lesson 9, Thinning and Weeding, from Cornell Cooperative Extension of St. Lawrence County and 4-H. One of the most important things you can do to keep your garden growing is to weed it regularly. Weeds are unwanted plants that can grow very quickly. They can absorb nutrients from your soil that your vegetable or flower plants need. Weeds can also grow fast enough to overtake your vegetable garden and greatly decrease your harvest. Weeds grow very quickly. What a mess! It can be hard to distinguish weeds from seedlings if you're not familiar with what your plant sprouts look like. A trick I use is to look for sprouts that are in a line and are the same size and shape. These radish sprouts are all in a line, so I know that everything out of line are weeds. It also helps me to be extra careful to not disturb the sprouts I want to keep. Always pull weeds slowly and carefully when you are close to sprouts. Be sure to pull weeds up slowly to get the whole root. The more you weed at the beginning of summer, the less weeds you'll have throughout the growing season. You can see that these little radish sprouts have already been found by some garden pests. For help with pests in your garden, you can reach out to the Master Gardener volunteers at slcgrowline@gmail.com. Sometimes when you sprout plants, you get more than you planned on. In order to let that crop grow well, you have to thin out your sprouts. Thinning is when you eliminate or relocate some of your sprouts to allow all of the plants to get adequate nutrients from the soil. When thinning your sprouts, you can either pinch one of the plants at the spot where it comes up from the soil or move your sprouts. Pinching will stop one of the sprouts from growing. You can also carefully move one sprout farther away to allow both sprouts to have room to grow, as I've done in this photo of 2 carrot sprouts. Because I very slowly and carefully pulled this carrot sprout, I was able to see that I got the full root. Then I carefully planted and watered it. Now both carrot sprouts have plenty of room to grow. After weeding and thinning your plants, be sure to water your garden well. Thanks for joining me for another Gardening at Home lesson. If you have any questions, please email me at jtc292@cornell.edu.